Hello everybody. I'm really sorry about the lighting. I know it's bad. I can't really do anything about it because a whole bunch of little lights here have gone out and we have to replace them. Actually, I want to bring down the chandelier, so that's why I haven't done it. But what I'm going to do today is do two different birdies. They're recycling jobs as well because we're recycling packaging. So they're two completely different ones. This is another video that hopefully my friend comes tomorrow and we try to edit it. So I'm going to be fast forwarding in this one to learn how to do it and things like that. So this one is done with alcohol inks, and they're not the final product because I might put a few on my trees, so I'm not sure exactly. And this is another one, always done with packaging, and you can do so much with it. And the really nice thing about working on packaging is that you can heat it up and mold it the way you want to, even if you put paper on it, you know, and you do it this style here. Okay, this one is just simple alcohol inks, so there's not really that much to it. But this one is, you know, done with papers and things. So what we're going to try out first is this one here, the alcohol ink one. And what I did was I cut the bird. This is a Tim Holtz bird. You know, the Sizzix style, and then I embossed it. So I embossed it like this one here. Now, as much as I'm heating it up, a bit of this embossing always sticks around, and then this is the wing. I embossed it in a different way. So I'm going to be coloring them with alcohol ink, but on the wrong side. So that way, well, the wrong side for me. That way I have, you know, the circles here raised up. Can't remember the word. So I'm going to get some alcohol ink, and because I'm doing my tree in, you know, these blues and silvers and whites, I will be using some white, some silver, and some cloud blue. So these ones here are my Italian products here, Stamperia, and this is a Tim Holtz one that's called cloud blue. So these are the colors I'm basically going to be using. Then I'm going to get my ink pad, which I had already used for white and silver. And I'm going to do the whole bird with the white and the silver. So you guys, I don't know where she's going to teach me how to fast forward. It could be in a situation like this, like where I'm, you know, putting the alcohol ink on. Could be while I'm drawing, you know. So I'm not sure of that yet. We're going to, you know, I haven't done this stuff yet, so it's going to be a bit, I'm going to put a little bit of blending solution at the top there, and then just dab it. So I put here some silver and white. That's it. Nothing more. And you pretty much see that you did coverage. I'm not doing the beak because the beak I'm doing with an archival ink, yellow. So that way the beaks are coming out nice and yellow. And then as the eyes, one I drew an eye and one I did, you know, a little, what are those called? Flat back gems. So this is the bird up till now, and then I'm going to do the wing, but the wing is going to be a different color. I'm using these I made, they're just cork tops, but it really doesn't stick well. So I'm going to be using another type of blue, a cloud blue, and then I'm thinking of putting in, you know what, I'm not going to be needing this anymore, so I'm just going to do it here and see what color this comes out. Okay, so where is it? Right here, the back side of it, and I just want to give it, you know, another color. And then I might go here, even though you do it on the wrong, you can still see a little bit of that blue coming out over the white. I'm just going to put a little bit on his tummy here, some blue on his tummy. So you can play around with it, you know, put, you can even try putting the colors here on the right side. It's alcohol ink. Once it's dry, it's not going to be going anywhere. So let me put the tops on. And that's the bird. Get the beak done. This is a very simple bird. I'm not going to go through decorating it and everything because they are fiddly jobs. What I do here is I'm going to put the hole just right above the neck once it's dry. And I'm going to get, at this point, you can even start drying the alcohol ink. It doesn't matter if the plastic's going to start moving around. Don't worry about that, because we can form it after. We can reheat it and form it after. See, it's already getting soft, but that, like I said, it doesn't bug me. You don't want to constantly keep it on there because you don't want to ruin. A bit of your original embossing is going to give a bit, but you can, you know, see it in the tail, and like here, it's a little floral design, which you can vaguely see. You can see the good design here on the wing, which is the opposite. So I did them opposite. This one, this wing was floral like this bird, and this wing is swirls like this bird. So I just changed them around to make it more interesting. So see here, gonna get the beak and do that. Give it just a touch more to dry. Let's see where I put my yellow. Well, I might have some still here on the sponge. Oh, you guys, I have such a mess, but a big mess. Like, I have so much tidying up to do. It's not funny, because I just go and go and go and not disturb myself to clean up after my mess. And I just had it here. Like, this is crazy. Okay, what if I do it brown? Because I can't find the yellow, you guys. It's, no, that's sepia. That's too brown for me. How about this vintage photo? I'll find it as soon as I'm finished. Watch. There we go. That's much better. I'm going to do it on both sides. I would have rather used an archival ink because it's, you know, permanent. Gonna give it a good dry. If the beak didn't come out all that great, but that's okay. So at this point, I would be putting the hole in. And if you're not sure, you can just, you know, dot it where you think you're going to need the hole. And I'm just going to put it right here in the back of the neck. That's where I'm going to be hanging my string to hang the bird on the tree. And it'll be covered up with a nice snowflake after. So I'm just poking a hole. You can do this with a hole poker as well, too. Oh, there's my... I'm sorry. And then I was showing you guys here on the birds that I have this sparkly paper, which is really pretty. I was looking for it in silver, but I couldn't find it. But I will continue looking tomorrow because I know I have some. That would be really pretty snowflakes done out of. And these are also Tim Holtz dies. It's a movers and shapers, which I'm not very happy with those movers and shapers dies. One of them broke completely. So I'm just going to heat it up and give it a bit of design. Now, as for the embossing, if you really like to emboss the bird first, I would choose a bigger design than this design here, which is a little floral. So, you know, whatever you have as an embossing plates, you know, try to use a bigger design where it's going to kind of stick. So here, you see the way I'm just, you know, playing around with it. I'm going to do the tail now to make it curl up like that. You see the way it stays right away. I'm going to do the head here. So, you know, you can do the little pieces at a time and just mold your plastic the way you want it. It doesn't work out, reheat it again. That's no problem whatsoever. And then I'm going to put my leaf, sorry, not my leaf, my wing attached with a little dab of glue. Oh, you know what I should have done first? Just a second. Yeah. I have to ink the edges. So I'm going to get this black archival ink, and let me see here, little sponge, here we go, and just go around. Okay, you can see it better that way. And then I'm going to go around the bird as well too. Then, you know, you can add so much to these as well, like, you know, add some pearls, or what else did I add once upon a time? I did these on a chain as well too, 3 or 4 of them on a chain, and they looked really pretty. And between each bird I put a big snowflake. I would do things like that for the craft fair. Okay, so I'm going to put the glue back on there. My gun should stay. And then I'm going to position the wing where you can see it right up there like that. Okay, now at this point, like I said, I'm not going to show you, but I will show you here. I would, you know, wrap the wire, put anything you desire, your little heart, and then I would cover this hole up with the snowflake, having a little snowflake. I would design an eye, or you can put a bling on it. Here I designed it, and here I can also design it, or put bling on it, which is very pretty as well too. Okay, so that's one of them. That's the alcohol ink one, and they come out so beautiful. And think about all the different shapes and things you can do as well. And that's recycling packaging, you know, which is amazing. So next one is right here, a flat one, no embossing required. And I'm going to simply tell you, because I have it already ready. You start off by pasting some papers, some music sheets, some tissue paper. Oh, tissue paper would be just beautiful on here. You know, do whatever you want. This is just a little example of it, but like what you would be doing to a journal page, do it here. So I have already pasted the paper, and the paper is going to go on the back side. Okay, I want the clean side on top, and I'll show you what I do to, you know, mix it in a bit after. Then I'm going to get a stamp. So we cut the bird. We did him with some paper, tissue paper, whatever you want to use. And then I wanted to show you the wing. If I can find it here, I had a wing here. The wing, this wing here, I just simply went over it with a doily, and then I painted it a bit gold. I have another one here ready with just a little piece of lace. So this is going to be his wing. Once it's finished, you'll get the picture better. And then what I did to this is already dry, so I can already start working with this. And I think, with the exception of changing one of the colors, not to make them all exactly the same, but more or less on these tones, I'm just going to put a little dab. I'll be using 3 types of blue here. Get the paint ready because I still have to stamp it. Okay. So the stamping instead I'm doing on the right side of it. The side that's going to be shown. Right, on this one. Perfect, okay. So I'm just stamping here and there. I'm going to get, that was a scripture, and this is a little honeycomb. Okay, that's it. Nothing more. Give it a dry. I'm having big time problems with YouTube, you guys. Yeah, big time problems. I don't know what's wrong. The rest of the computer seems fine. Like Facebook and things like that. It's YouTube that's really slow, and it's not only slow to load up a buffing a film, it's slow just opening a page. So what I'm doing is I'm dabbing my finger and I'm doing it on the plastic side. This is all plastic. My paper is on this side and my stamping as well. So I'm just going to rub some color here and there. And you know, you just keep on looking on the other side of the bird, see what you're liking. A little bit of this dark here. And like I said, once you turn it over, you can fix it up on the other side as well too. But look at how cool that looks already. Plastic, you know, plastic, because it's so nice because you could do them with paper. I was even thinking of using some cereal box, but I thought, you know what, you can, you know, give a bit as well too. So what I'm going to do now is just slightly rub my finger here and there on the paper till you blend it in better. And oh, you know, I really would like to put some white in this one and in that one as well too. Just cover up here a little bit where his beak is. And the rest will be. So now I can continue drawing and not worry about if the, you know, if the plastic's going to move, especially this one here, because it's not embossed. So like I could just go right ahead and like just start drawing the paint. So it's a pretty fast process, all of this. Okay, so I'm going to lay them down flat for now, and I'm going to get my little wing here, which I should be cutting this bit of lace here off because it's going over the edge. And then I'm going to color the other side of this wing so that way you could see the whole wing behind it. Actually, I'm going to dip it in a little bit of this gold here that I have. And then, oops, don't want to drop that. And then, because it's lace and I have this gold paint, I'm just going to rub it over the lace here. Like that. And that beautiful gold shows up. It's gorgeous color, this one. I always buy it. This is from my Italian company as well here that we have here in Italy, Stamperia, which has, you know, pretty nice paints. A bit expensive, but they're pretty nice. So that would be the wing. And just going to rub a little bit of gold here and there on the bird as well too before I attach the wing. So that would be, and this you know, this ending of the gold just gives it that, you know, Christmassy feel. It really does. Okay, and what I did at the end, before I started adding everything, was, I'm going to put that on that side. After adding the wing, I still have to do the beak, and then I have to go around it with some black, so that way it blends, so that way it's, you know, more evident, more because of the wing as well too. Yeah, I used, what was this, the sepia. I used the sepia on it, which isn't bad. I have to say, it's not bad for the beak, see? It's not bad at all. I'm not minding that. And now I'm going to go over it with the black. And then at the end we can kind of play around with it once it's heated up and give it its shape. They're so pretty. You can imagine butterflies done this way as well too, because like I said, you can mold it. and spread the wings of the butterfly, make them curvy. Okay, now I'm going to dry this just a second because it is just still a bit too wet. I feel terrible about the lighting. Okay, I'm going to shape the bird. Got to be quick about this. But like I said, don't worry if you think you failed, because you just reheat up again. And you know, you guys, I'm not getting any, you know, smells out of this at all. Okay, I do want to add the flat backs here. Add an eye. Okay. I'm just going to, oh dear, add the eye right there. They can be smaller as well too. I can get little tiny black ones if I wanted to. You can do the hole now as well. Around his neck. I usually have to mark the spot because then I get confused and won't see it. So that's going to be the hole where you know, your wire is going to go, and you can hang beads from it. And then I have to reheat this one to give it another form. Might be a little bit harder because of the lace being on there. Actually, I was thinking of fabric, of covering this plastic with fabric and trying that and seeing what would happen. Who thinks it's a good idea? Hot, very hot. Don't you guys? You know, the reason why I'm adding these you know, little red snowflakes is because I do have red couches in my living room. So, and there's a bit of light blue in my living room, light blue and red, and then antiques. So this is why I'm actually adding the red as well too as the blue. And so yeah, look at these beautiful birdies. They're so cute. And I do really like the red there. I do really like it. Like I was thinking, I was looking for silver or even gold, and I'm really liking it. So here I just have to, you know, attach a wire, attach some kind of charm. I'm trying to use up the charms that I have. I even have these flower ones that I was thinking of, you know, just hanging. They look pretty. They make a little bit of noise as well too. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me get my other two little guys here. Putting them in the paint is a no-no. And there we go. Just so you guys can see even the before, hello, and after of, you know, decorating them as well too. They look so pretty. I'm really liking these birds, you guys. I really am. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think, and ideas, especially ideas of what we can do with, you know, plastic. It just from packaging, it turned out to this. So I hope everybody enjoyed this. I hope everybody has a great day when you do see this video, and that's it. Goodbye.